The Mega Dimension DLC comes out in just a few hours, but what time will it actually release? Plus a surprise mystery gift, and we're gonna break down all of the new Mega Evolutions we can expect for the Mega Dimension DLC. Let's break it down. I don't know about you, but I'm super stoked. I just locked in my Shine Charm this morning, and I'm ready to grind the Mega Dimension DLC and chase down some new Mega Evolutions and some new shinies with my Shine Charm. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys tune into the channel as I'll be live streaming once it launches. And you're like, well, Dan, when does it actually launch? Well, let's talk about it. Joe Merrick from Cerebi.net reports on this based on past precedent. I've had a few people ask me about the release timing for ZA DLC on Wednesday, and here's the facts. It'll be the same time globally as it's a patch. So what we're expecting to see here is that patches typically drop around 1 UTC. All prior DLC except for Isle of Armor dropped at that time. That means that it'll likely be 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight on Tuesday the 9th. So if you are Eastern time, New York time, 8 p.m. Eastern, that is when I am planning to gear up my stream, because that is when we're anticipating this to release. It could release a little bit later, it could release a little bit sooner, but based on past precedent, that is what we are expecting. So lock it in, keep an eye out. I'll keep you guys posted and updated on my social media channels, but that's going to be our expected release time. You can use a time zone converter to find out New York time to your time, but 1 UTC, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. That should give you a general idea of when this DLC will actually drop. So again, I'll be live streaming all of my gameplay right here on the channel. So get your DLC downloaded. I just bought mine and I'm ready to rock and roll. Pokemon also announced a brand new Legend ZA mystery gift to get an Alpha Charizard. You can use code B1G0006. This is going to run for a little over a month, and you're going to be able to get an Alpha Charizard. So if you're someone who wants to grab an Alpha Charizard, maybe ahead of Mega Charizard Z, I don't know, you can grab it right now by utilizing that mystery gift code. Feel free to pick that up nice and easy. We've also got some brand new news related to the Mega Evolutions for the Hoenn starters. Mega Swampert, Mega Sceptile, and Mega Blaziken are coming to Pokemon Legends ZA, and the way you're going to get them is through the ranked battles in the CA Battle Club. Much like we had to do with Delphoxite, Greninjite, and Chestnutite, you're going to be able to get those various stones for Sceptilite, Swampertite, and Blazikenite through the online battles. So stay tuned for more information there. Mega Sceptile will be Season 5, Mega Swampert will be Season 6, and Mega Blaziken will be Season 7. So you can stay tuned for more information on those, but you'll be able to obtain these various Mega Stones over the coming months in the online ZA ranked battles. Now we're going to head into a little bit of a discussion here to round out this video, and that is going to be talking about the brand new Mega Evolutions we will see in the upcoming DLC. Now, spoilers, this is leaked content, so if you don't want to be leaked about the different Legends and Megas that are coming, this is where you probably check out, but make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about some of these new Megas. We already know about Raichu X and Raichu Y, so those are coming. I'm quite excited for those. I think the designs are really cool, and I think that they kind of give some great inspiration towards the OG Gorochu, which I think is quite fun. Chimecho, of course, has already been revealed. I'm not a super big fan of it, but it's not terrible. And of course, Lucario Z, the first of the Z Mega Evolutions, which have kind of a unique mechanic in the sense that they're going to use their move gauge faster, but they're going to be able to deal massive damage that way. Quite interesting to note. We've also seen Boxcalibur, which I actually do quite like. I think the sword on its back looks pretty sweet. And we've also seen, I think that's pretty much everything we've seen so far, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and Zeraora, of course. Zeraora was the last Mega Evolution that we saw so far. But there's a handful that we have not seen, including some Mega Evolutions that are going to be essentially new Mega Z forms of old Megas. So the first of those is Absol Z. Very excited to see this. I think my only big disappointment for Lucario Z was that the typing didn't change. Why make a new Mega if you're not going to change the typing? I would love to see Absol Z come to fruition with a Dark and Fairy typing. I think that it would be very, very epic. Then we've got Garchomp Z. If this thing is Dragon and Ground, just like Lucario is Steel and Fighting, that is going to be a big miss. But Garchomp Z coming to the fold. I'm really holding out and hoping that there's going to be some new Z Megas that are not on this leaked list, like Charizard Z. We've got Staraptor getting a new Mega Evolution, which is one that I'm quite excited for. I think there's a lot of potential there, especially if they change it to a flying and fighting type. That could be very epic. Golurk, another big one. Very excited to see what they do with Golurk. This is a Pokemon design that looks really neat. We've seen some images in-game that may point towards what Mega Galar could look like. Will it turn into its canon? I'm stoked to see that. Meowstic, a very interesting one, of course, with two gender forms, the male and the female Meowstic, gonna both have a Mega Evolution, so I'm curious if they hybridize those two ideas together to create a new Mega Evolution, or if they do something totally different. But Meowstic is a cool one. Crabominable, perhaps the most unexpected one on the list. Crabominable getting a Mega Evolution. This thing could be an absolute tank. I cannot wait to see these, and I'm hoping to be able to play through them tonight and experience all this with you guys, so let's stay tuned for that. The one that I am most excited for, and the reason I legitimately got my shiny charm, is to get a shiny Golisopod Mega Evolution. I cannot wait to see this. This is a bug Pokemon that has grown on me, that I've grown to love after utilizing it on playthroughs, especially in fan games where they give it a buff. This thing could be so cool. I'm super stoked to add Mega Golisopod to my team. Magearna, the mythical Pokemon, getting a new Mega Evolution. Less excited for that one. That one could be gatekept behind some sort of a mystery gift like we saw with Deontay. And there's two other legendaries that I'm not expecting to have a presence in the DLC, which is going to be Heatran and Darkrai. I have a feeling that those are going to be kind of separated and be mystery gifts down the road. Then we've got Scovillain, which is the pepper Pokemon. I cannot wait to see the spicy pepper come to life. I would love to see it get an extra head. That could be really cool. I love me some jalapenos, so I'm excited to see what they do with Scovillain. Then we've got Glamora, which is really interesting. I'm curious if that flower is going to open up and they're going to do something with that. Then we've got Tatsugiri, which could be totally crazy, right? You've got the Dodonzo Tatsugiri kind of combination. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with that. That could be very, very unique. And that pretty much covers it. I think that that's all the Mega Evolutions that we're going to expect in this DLC. I did do a full breakdown of all the different Pokemon you're going to see in the DLC. And you can kind of take a look there if you want to formulate your team or start to think about what that is. But we're in the end game. These are the final hours until the Mega Dimension DLC launches. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'll be live streaming it right here and on my Twitch, so don't you dare miss out. It is going to be epic.